Here's VERB Verb Technology Company. This finishes at $3.20 today. That is up 28.51%. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Here's XELA Technologies. This finishes at $3.30 today. That is down 17.5%. Yeah, pretty nasty. Had a nice little run, coming back. So I have been saying, past couple of days, this looks like a cup and handle. And the top of the cup could have been 550. I said could have because it could have went higher to 6 or 8. But it does appear that 550 was the top of this cup. So I said that if 550 was in fact the top of the cup, then this will probably pull back to around 350 and start to consolidate. And that's kind of what's happening here. It's at 330, a little lower than 350, but, you know, it does appear like the handle is forming at the moment. Now we got two gaps. We have the gap all the way back here at 150. So that's telling us that this will come back down to 150 at some point. Eventually, hopefully not anytime soon. And now we have a new gap, a tiny one, but we have a new gap at around 390, that gap down. So this is likely to come back up to 390 at some point, hopefully pretty soon. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 360 and 320. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 360, 410, 460, 550, 610, and then the all-time high of 782. And if it goes to the downside, next level of support would be 310, 280, 245, 215, $2, 190, 170, 140, 125, and then the low of $1. The channels to the upside are much wider than the channels to the downside. So that means that if this does in fact go to the upside, there's going to be a lot of price action. There's not much resistance holding this stock back. I mean, the channels to the downside are pretty wide as well, just not as wide as to the upside. So if this does go to the downside, there's not much support until 215. So this could, go into free fall. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. There's going to be a lot of price action at the moment. Wide channels to the upside and the downside, but to the upside there are wider channels. So if it goes to the upside, there's going to be more price action that way than to the downside. But still, to the downside, there's wide channels. There's still going to be a lot of price action. Once it hits 215, if it hits 215, then at that point, there's going to be strong support. And it shouldn't really fall that much more. We shouldn't see too much price action if this hits 215, to the downside at least. RSI is currently at 60. So still above average, but it's no longer in overbought, overvalued territory. It did 130 million in volume today. So significant pullback in volume, much lower than the previous trading sessions. So this can either go two ways right now. Like I said, this can either form the handle and start to consolidate around this price at like 350, or the handle can reject and this is going to go into free fall. I mean, we'll see how tomorrow and the next few trading sessions go. We're either going to get consolidation or free fall. I really don't think this is going to pump and moon anytime soon. Might be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I highly doubt this is going to pump again in the short term. So if you want to go long, like I just said, I don't think it's going to moon in the short term. So I don't see a reason to be going long at this point. If you want to go long, you should definitely wait. Hold off a little bit. See if this consolidates. If it consolidates, you could buy in there. If it free falls, then just wait until, you get a really good price. You could probably get this at 240 or 215 if this does in fact free fall. And if you want to go short, seems like a decent play. Not the best. You can probably make some money. But, the time to short would have been around 5 or even 4, So you probably missed out on the fat tendies if you want to short. Although, it's still a pretty decent play. Just be careful because this is a meme stock. And the apes love this stock. So, personally, I don't like shorting meme stocks. These stocks are so unpredictable. When the apes just refuse to sell, this could run up pretty fast if some ape stuff happens. So for that reason, You know, if you want to short, seems like a decent play, just be careful. Honestly, it's a better play to avoid this altogether if you don't currently have a position. You know, if you want to go short, there are way better short plays out there in the market. I don't see why you would have to go for this one. Hopefully, it consolidates soon, and then it breaks out again. But it could free fall. So we'll see in the next few trading sessions. So yeah, sorry to everyone who lost money today. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and everyone who's looking to take a position. This is XELA, XELA Technologies. Okay, here is MMAT Metamaterials. This finishes at $3.79 today. That finishes down 11.24%. I covered the free fall, and recently, in the past couple of shows, I said that it appears that 360 looks like the bottom. It could not catch any support during this free fall. It briefly caught support at 660, but then it just broke right through that and continues to free fall. So now it does appear like it is catching support at 360. Past 3-4 trading sessions, it could not break 360. So hopefully this is the bottom, and hopefully this is going to reverse soon. You know, had a big run yesterday. Unfortunately today it pulled back a lot, but it still did not hit 360. Right now, it's trading between the sideways channel, this rectangle of 450, and 360. Let's do the downside first. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 360, 270, 160, 90 cents, and then the low of 40 cents. If this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 450, 520, 570, 670, 740, $8, 850, 970, 1080, 1160, $14, $16, 1780, $20, and then the all-time high of 2167. So yeah, we have this gap down at 14. So again, the gaps usually do fill. So this is probably going to come back to 14 at some point eventually. Honestly speaking, probably not anytime soon, but that gap down at 14 is a bullish indicator. Tells us this is likely coming back to 14 eventually. RSI is at 39 right now, so that's below average, not quite oversold and undervalued, but that is below average, so that is a bullish indicator. And it did 20 million in volume today, so not that much. The volume has pulled back significantly since the short squeeze, so the stock is not getting traded that much anymore. At this point, if you want to go long, I could support that. Like I said, 360 seems to be some strong support, seems to be the bottom, hopefully. I don't want to say it is, but it is holding pretty strong at 360. Has not broken that yet. So I would say, yeah, around this price, 380, 360, this seems like a pretty good entry point. And if it does break 360 and goes to 270, you can average down. And if it goes to 160, you could average down again. I don't think you can really go wrong here. I don't think this is a bad entry point. This is either the bottom, and if it's not, it can't really go down that much more. You could just keep averaging down at this point. I think this is a good time to enter. Not financial advice. If you want to go short, I don't really see a reason to go short. This pulled back so hard already. I don't know why you would want to short at 380. There's really no money to be made right here. You know, at the time to go short would have been at $20, $15, $10. You'd be getting the crumbs at this point if you wanted to short this low. And this is a meme stock, you know, a lot of bullish sentiment. The apes love this stock, so this could run at any moment. And again, a lot of bullish indicators. Strong support at 360, gap down at 14, low RSI. A lot of bullish indicators, not too many bearish indicators. The stock pulled back so much already, I don't really see a reason to short. That doesn't really make sense to me, so I don't recommend that. So yeah, if you want to go long, this seems like a pretty decent price, 380 to 360. And if you want to go short, I don't recommend that. Doesn't really make much sense. Really no reason to do that. It appears like the worst is over for this stock. I don't want to jinx it, but it does appear like the worst is over. So just hang in there, guys. Sorry to everyone who lost money today, and good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone who's looking to take a position. Here is VERB, Verb Technology Company. This finishes at $3.20 today. That is up 28.51%. This was low-key running past couple of weeks. It was only recently trending on social media, on stock twits. Yesterday got some chatter, but today on the most active list. So yeah, at the high today, it hit $4. Pulled back pretty significantly since then, but it's still up 28.5% today. So very nice day for this stock. Alright, so let's analyze this. So right now it's sitting on the support of 320, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, this is a very wide channel, and there's absolutely no resistance holding this back from going right back to $4. And if it breaks that, then we're onto uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself. There's going to be a lot of price action if this keeps going to the upside. Not saying it will, but if it does go to the upside, expect a lot of price action. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $3, $2.90, $2.60, $2.40, $2.30, $2.20, $2.15, and $2. There's a good amount of support below that, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So even to the downside, there are some pretty wide channels here. Not nearly as wide as to the upside, but this doesn't really seem like it's going to catch much support until 230-ish. That's when we have a lot of support. A decent amount of support from here to the downside, but not too much, quite honestly. This can easily blow past all these supports and go back to 230. There's no significant support until 230. RSI is currently at 85, so that is pretty overvalued and overbought. So just be careful, guys. And this was the biggest volume day ever. Did 270 million in volume. That is by far the biggest volume day ever for this stock. So this pump today is not a fluke. It was confirmed by the volume. This was starting to look like a cup and handle at first, but it blew past the top of the cup. So no more cup and handle. So if you want to go long right now, I don't recommend that. That would be really risky. We're getting a lot of bearish indicators here, as I just said. High RSI and high volume. It already ran up so much in the past couple of weeks. I'm not saying it won't go to the upside, but it's very unlikely that this is going to keep running, in my personal opinion. But if this does keep running to the upside, it could pay off. These are very wide channels. Expect a lot of price action, and this could easily reach a new all-time high. I just don't think it's very likely. So I don't recommend going long. That's really risky. Do it at your own risk if you want to. Could pay off, but really risky. Now, if you want to go short, I think that is a good play. Full disclosure, I currently am short this stock. I shorted at 315. Yeah, you know, for the same reasons I just said. Bearish indicators, high RSI, high volume. So this does appear like it's going to pull back in the short term, at least. Here at 320, you know, this is near the relative high. This is a good entry point if you want to go short. There isn't too much potential for a squeeze. While this was trending on social media, it's definitely not up there on the top of the list. So I don't expect social media to really play a part in this. So yeah, I do think this is a good short play. And like I said, the channels to the downside are pretty wide. You could make some pretty fat gains here. You could make some pretty fat tendies. I think a good time to cover would be 260, 240-ish. Or even you can go as low as 230. At 230, I would definitely cover. Personally, I have my buy order set at 250. Might be a biased answer, but just looking at this chart, looks like a really good short play. Really easy, really good short play. So yeah, I don't recommend going long. Doesn't really make much sense. That's pretty risky. Could pay off, but really risky. And if you want to go short, seems like a really good play here. I support that. So, congratulations to everyone who made money in this stock today. Very happy for you guys. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is VERB Verb Technology Company. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.